Uh, good evening, good evening to everybody on the call. It's always a pleasure to introduce Wilson. I am very, very passionate about LifeWave. We started early this year, and every time that I listen to Wilson, oh boy, it's like I am listening to the presentation for the first time. There's always something new to learn. And tonight, we can all expect to come back richer than we had started. With all those words, may I ask Wilson to take over? Thank you.
Moses, so nice to see you there, my brother. Thank you for the kind words. Yes, you took the words out of my mouth. Many of us on the call are so excited about what we found within LifeWave and X39 because we can see what it's doing for people, and that's super, super exciting. Guys, I'm just gonna mute everybody, and then we'll do a Q&A when I'm done there. So just to very quickly tell my story. So about 19 months ago, my very good friend Chris Hutting shared this little patch with me. And I'll be honest, when I looked at it the first time, I laughed at him. I was like, come on, Chris, this is a sticker. Why are you so excited? And he told me his brain fog went away in 5 days. So that raised my eyebrows a bit. And he was like, go do your research. Go tell me what you think. Now, I ripped this apart online. I wanted to see if I could find anyone that had adverse effects using the technology. I couldn't find anything. The reason why I was doing so much research is I wanted to patch my mom and see if I could help her. Now, at that stage, my mom had a cushion in between her L4, L5 vertebra, busy disintegrating in a debilitating pain. And I wanted to see if I could get her out of pain. So I get to her in Cape Town. I visit her once a year. I very quickly explained to her how the technology works. I was like, Mom, this is like a new type of pain patch. It works with stem cells. It's no drugs. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidney. And it's either going to work quickly or it's not going to do anything. Let's try. Let's see what's going to happen. I stuck this on my mom right there where her back was hurting, and I'll never forget it. It was 45 minutes later. She came back into the room where I was sitting, white in the face, saying, like, my pain's gone. What is the stuff? And that kicked this door open. I was like, Mom, are you sure? Like, make some movements there. Let's see if you've got some mobility. And her pain was gone. 3 months later, she phoned me, and she was so surprised. She picked something up off the floor for the first time in 2 years. And we now patched a whole bunch of our friends. And my presentation this evening is pretty much a walkthrough of what we've seen in the last 19 months. So let me get right stuck in there. So I hope you can see my screen there. Let me actually just close this little video. So as you can see there, have you been patched yet? I hope after tonight, you're going to start wearing X39. All this patch is going to do is elevate, activate, and regenerate your body's own stem cells. And this is all happening naturally without drugs and medication. That's actually one of the main reasons why I'm really excited about this. So it all started with David Schmidt. He's our CEO and inventor, absolutely incredible guy. The story where this all started is so interesting. So more than 20 years ago, David Schmidt had a contract with the Navy to create a technology that was going to give submariners energy without stimulants. What they were using at the time was giving the submariners energy, but they couldn't function properly. So long story short, he created our first product. Also in the form of a patch, it was called Energy Enhancer. Brilliant product. It actually burns fat and it produces energy naturally in the body. It worked so well that the doctor through another doctor, knew the doctor who was the doctor for the Olympic swimming team in 2004. They patched all the swimmers. And I don't know if you can remember, but there was some controversy around that Olympics. The American team won all the medals, and the Olympic Committee thought they were doping. And they were stripped of their medals. David Schmidt had to fly over there with some patches. They had to test it in a lab. He had to prove the concept. And the amazing thing was that they proved the concept, no drugs or medication. They got vindicated and got all their medals back. And that's where this all started 20 years ago. Now, who do you know that has a patent? And who do you know that has 180 patents? I don't know anyone except David. He's a scientist and inventor. He's actually a second generation inventor. So he specializes in age reversing. And in 2008, David focused his attention on stem cell research. And the X39 patent took 10 years and $4.5 million to bring to market. So why did he focus on stem cells? Now, the New England Journal of Medicine has stated that the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Stem cells are cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed, and they have this incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. And what's amazing is we wear this patch and it mobilizes our stem cells every day. And that becomes this heat seeking missile in the body that just heals and repairs. So, why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. As a teenager, you have about 1 billion active stem cells. By age 30, this number has dropped 60% to 400 million. By age 50 to 75%, 250 million. And as you can see, as we get older, there's just less and less stem cell activity. By age 80, you've lost basically 95% of all stem cell activity. And now, finally, we have a patch that we can stick on every day and reverse this process and start reawakening our body's own stem cells. So how does the X39 work? It's labeled as the holy grail of aging, the GHK-Cu copper peptide. Now, without getting too technical, did you know if you walk outside in the sun and the sun hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D? It's a process called phototherapy. The patch works in exactly the same way. The only difference is this patch reflects your body's own infrared light back into the body with a very specific signal that wakes up this copper peptide in the blood, and that then mobilizes the stem cells so they can go to work. It's made from organic nanocrystals, and it's completely non-invasive and non-transdermal. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidneys, can't react towards any medication, and it's made from a 3M medical grade adhesive. Now, 1 in 10,000 people have an allergic response to the adhesive on band-aids and plasters. If that is the case, you can stick X39 on the inside of your shirt. It's actually your body heat that activates the process. It doesn't have to be on the skin. That means anyone can use it. You can stick it on a newborn baby or a 100-year-old person, and that for me is very important. Now, what will happen when you activate your stem cells? I told you the story briefly of my mom, where we saw rapid pain relief with her. We see it time and time and again for all sorts of pains. And the main reason for that is stem cells are really good at going after inflammation. And if we can go after the inflammation, we get improvements on the symptom. And I like that. It's directly the opposite of what normal medicine does. Normal medicine treats symptoms. Here we're going after the cause of issues. It supports wound healing. Energy and vitality is a really big one for me. I start early in the mornings. I work till late at night some nights, and I have this constant flow of energy. I don't have these dips in the afternoon, and that's very important. Mental clarity, also a big one for me. So with my business partner, Chris Hutton, his brain fog went away in 5 days. Mine took a bit longer. It was about 3 weeks. And when your brain fog lifts, it's a dramatic improvement. You see colors brighter, you start thinking better. And when you have mental clarity, you start making better decisions in your business, your household. And that also has this amazing ripple effect over time and your health. Um, it enhances sports performance. Now, all athletes should be using this technology. You'll have more strength, you'll have more stamina, and you'll recover quicker from exercise. And if the athletes had to get hurt, they'll recover a lot quicker from it. For the ladies, improved skin appearance. We're seeing some amazing results with people over the long term. There's two things that's not on here that I also want to highlight. Firstly, my sleep has dramatically improved. I've never had sleeping issues, but I'm sleeping a lot deeper and I'm resting properly. And when I wake up with a bang. There's no lag. And I'm also waking up a little earlier than normal without setting my alarm. The last thing that for me is also really big is my overall mood is as high as it's ever been. I'm always happy. It's very difficult to not feel good when you're waking up your dormant stem cells. Now, how to wear X39? This is very important. You wear the patch for 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. They've done the testing. You do get better results having a resting period. It's actually in the resting period that the body repairs and rejuvenate. Now, what we've seen is you see they you can then throw away a patch. In South Africa, we know how to squeeze the life out of it. So the patch has about an 18-hour lifespan. So what we've seen is people will use their patch, take it off, put it on their spouse or on one of their furry friends, works really great on animals and still seeing results. But the goal is to put on a new patch and repeat the process every day and get into a rhythm doing that. The reason for it is every day we're waking up a couple thousand stem cells, and that has a compounding effect. And that's why we see such incredible results over the long term. You can wear more than one patch at a time. Just remember to drink plenty of water. What is enough water? Most people aren't hydrating enough. Anything from 1.5 liters to 2.5 liters of water a day, dependent on body weight. This assists the patches in communicating the different frequencies in the entire body. One thing you could also do is you can add some electrolytes to your diet, like a Celtic salt or a Himalayan rock salt. Just a good electrolyte that also helps with the cell to function better, and that could also boost the patches a little bit. So regarding placement on X39, I like mine in the base of my neck on C7. If you stick your neck forward, that little vertebra that sticks out, that's personally where I stick my X39 every day, or 3 fingers below the belly button. But in my mom's case, her back was sore. I stuck it right there where the pain was, and she had amazing results. So you can also apply it on pain, dependent on where it is. Now, some long-term results per case studies. So it's 80 case studies that you can find on the website. So within the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced and we see decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. That for me is really big. A lot of people are suffering with that. They don't even know it. And isn't it amazing that we're seeing results for mental conditions as well? This all without drugs and medication. I think that's absolutely incredible. Within 3 months, your collagen increases. Um, now, now we start seeing decreased wrinkles, hair growth increases the structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. And the big one here, within 6 months, we start seeing the heart reverse in age. Now, in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using X39. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing from David Schmidt. Now, when I saw that statement, I was like, yeah, right. How can we help people with heart issues and cardiovascular health? Your heart never has a resting period. And then we were pleasantly surprised last year in August when one of our friends shared these shots with us. So her mom is in her 70s, heart condition, and they patched her with X39 and they did some scans over the months. So if you can see there, day one, the redness on the heart, red means inflammation. Look after 2 months, how that redness starting to go away. And then look at that amazing turnaround after 5 months. Almost no inflammation in the heart. And when I saw that, that really excited me. Because if that's what it can do to your heart, I'm excited to see what it's going to do for all my other organs. Now, David Schmidt advises you use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Although that is the recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, or even seconds. Just on that note, if you're an older person or you're dealing with any serious issues, I would add another month for every decade you are old on top of that. Some of these conditions has taken decades to get to where they are, and you can't expect the patches to fix everything in 90 days. Just remember, everybody's body has a different history, and people are also living differently and eating differently, so results vary. But being consistent with these patches over time can make a huge difference in your health. And again, just drink lots of water. Now, this is an incredible website. Please go have a look at it. It's called thisisatinfo.com. The whole story around X39 is in there, the patents, the clinical trials, some amazing testimonies also from doctors using it with their patients. And go dig a bit deeper. There's a lot of info there. Go see exactly what we're doing. If you would like to share this with somebody overseas, there's a little country flag there. They click on it, it will translate to the language that they are in. So please do share this if people are in pain and they're not in South Africa. And lots of info there. Please go scratch around there. Now, this is a brain scan. It's a topography map from a 77-year-old lady. She placed X39 on the back of her neck. Now, if you look there at session 1, a lot of inflammation in the brain, very little stem cell activity. There's so much inflammation on that cell, it's actually busy splitting. If you look there at session 2, 3 weeks on X39, look at all that inflammation around the cell has disappeared. There's this little speck of inflammation in the middle of it. Definitely improved brain coherence. And then look at session 3, just 6 weeks on X39, a complete turnaround, improved stem cell activity and better brain coherence. Can you see that cell is actually busy rejoining, or it has rejoined? We're actually seeing that age reversal happening on a cellular level here. And what excites me, this was just a brain scan. Can you now imagine the heart cells, the liver cells, the kidney cells, the eye cells, the brain cells, just everything returning to a younger state over time? Now I'm getting to the part of my presentation where I'm going to show some results and before and after pictures. Just know results vary. In these 2 slides, it was very quickly, inflammation reduction in 30 minutes. If you can see there, that guy's neck and sternum, like lots of inflammation there, lots of pain. Look there, after 30 minutes. And to the right of that lady with arthritis, seeing incredible results with arthritis. Look at that inflammation reduction. And if the inflammation goes, so does the pain. We also see incredible inflammation reduction in animals. If you look at this first picture, look at that horse's coat, definitely getting more lively there. And to the right, I mean, look at the inflammation on the horse heart. It's actually so bad, it's purple. And look at that reduction. This was over a period of a couple months, but still amazing that we can help animals as well. So, some age reversal shots. So this first picture, always love looking at it. Can you believe this lady is 70 years old? So she took shots on day 1. Look at the bags under her eyes. Day 42, look how those bags are slowly but surely going. Day 355, look at that turnaround. Looks like she'd had a complete like facelift. Look at the color of her eyes, the life coming back into it. I mean, she dropped in age there 10 years after a year. Just amazing. To the right of us, this lady's crow's feet started. It's that line in the corner of your eyes. Just look how that's improving over 45 days. That was a very quick response to the collagen. To the right of us, also I love looking at that. That was also after 1 year. Look at the color of that lady's eyes, seeing the life coming back into it. And then her neck also. Look how nicely it's tightened up there. Bottom left corner, you can see this lady had blemishes in her face, and after 9 weeks, it started getting better. And then to the right, always love looking at that. This lady's mouth started drooping, and look at the line starting to form there in the corner of her mouth. And then look after 5 months. Oh, that's just nicely straightened out. And what excites me about looking at these pictures is if that's what we're seeing outside, it's also a reflection of what happened inside the body within all the organs. And that's quite exciting. Vitiligo, really tough thing. It's a pigmentation of the skin condition. Nothing they can do for it. Look at this chap after 3 months. Huge improvement. To the right of him, this is a friend of ours in America. His name's David. And his vitiligo is almost 90% gone. He has been using it for a year. Also, incredible story. I mean, look at that turnaround. To the right of him, wound healing in 12 days. Just look how rapid wound healing we're seeing that time and time and again. Bottom left corner, lady with Bell's palsy, very tough. Face starts spasming. It's also a painful thing. Look at that. 3 months, almost good as new. In the middle there, psoriasis. This was a very quick response. It was in 10 days. That's an autoimmune condition. Amazing that we're seeing results for that as well. Some blood circulation pictures. So this was a fella, he was actually about to get some of his toes amputated. Look at that turnaround in 5 days. Just amazing, seeing the life come back into his foot. To the right, bottom right corner, lady, swollen feet. That was within 3 weeks. And one of the main reasons why we see such diverse results is look at those blood shot slides at the top there. So this was a lady in her 70s. She did a blood slide before she patched and then 10 minutes after. Look at that amazing turnaround. You see that first shot, the blood's not happy, not moving properly. 10 minutes later after patching X39, you can see the blood is a lot happier. There's some oxygen there. It's also mobilizing the stem cells. And that's the reason why we see such a diverse set of results for many different things. Now, wound healing, some of these pictures are gory. I'm really sorry. This is a lady, she hurt her cheek there. Look at that, 21 days. Huge turnaround. To the right of us, a younger fella, he had a snowboarding accident. He had to go for an interview. His mom had some patches. She was like, come, let's patch you. I want to see if we can get you better for your interview. Within 5 days. And I mean, he's a younger guy. He still has some stem cells. And there's just this little scar on his top lip. Bottom left corner, older fella, he definitely had a hard fall. You can see he's wearing more than one patch. But look at that turnaround in 7 weeks. I mean, just amazing. You don't see that quick response within older people when they fall like that. It takes a very long time for them to recover. 7 weeks, almost good as new. Bottom right corner, this is a kid that severed his finger in a door. Parents begged the doctor to sew it back on. He didn't want to. Look at that turnaround in 21 days. And I mean, without patches, that's a 3 to 6 months exercise, and it still won't look like that. Hair growth, really big thing. Look at that first shot. That's in 7 weeks. Look how nicely his hair's filling out. Also, the original color returning to the right of him. That guy had a huge hair loss problem. And look at that in 3 months. And then the bottom left corner, always love looking at that. Look how nicely the hair's filling out and the gray also disappearing. Just amazing. So athletes on the patches, I told you the story of where this all started with Energy Enhancer in 2004. There you can see Michael Phelps wearing it. Same with Serena Williams and David Beckham. And then Lorenzo Savadori, Superbike champion, he sticks the X39 on his forehead, puts on his helmet, and then drives super fast on his Superbike. And he uses it for concentration. And again, all athletes should be using this. So I just want to go through some of the complementary products that we have. Now, just on this note, X39 is our foundation. It's our flagship product. It's the world's first stem cell rejuvenation patch. This is where you get started. In acute conditions, we might add patches, and I just want to go through them. If you look at X49, it's the booster patch for 39. You wear the two together, it's like doubling up on rejuvenating the stem cells. That helps with muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. IceWave used to be our flagship product. It is incredible for pain relief, helps with aches and pains, and it doesn't mask the pain, it releases it. Glutathione, also amazing product, a really strong immune booster and antioxidant. It's 300 times stronger than any glutathione supplement that you can have. Amazing product. That carnosine, also really love that. Brain function and memory and focus, it lengthens the telomeres. Aeon, I love wearing that with X39. It reduces stress and inflammation. We call it our happy patch. Silent nights, if people are struggling with sleep, this increases the melatonin, also regulates your sleep and improves the quality of it. I told you where Energy Enhancer started, it increases energy, fat burning, and helps with endurance. And then SP6 helps with weight and appetite, aids hormones, and aids digestion. And then we very recently got a hold of Alavida. That's also very exciting. It's a collagen activation patch, and it helps with vibrant skin, reduces wrinkles. Amazing patch that. And yeah, we just got a hold of it, I think, just over a month ago. Quite awesome that we can order that now. So I keep AccuLife on there because it's not available yet in South Africa, but IceWave is basically exactly the same thing. and they're using that patch in America for animals for pain reduction and inflammation. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of the headings in our testimonials group. Now, just on this note, I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. I just like helping people. If you have any serious medical conditions, please speak to your doctor first. With that being said, when we started this group, it was a small handful of us. There's now over 4,000 people in here. We had a couple of testimonies. There's over 700, over 150 different categories. And I just want to go through some of the headings. Does it mean we've cured any of these conditions? By no means. Just on that note, X39 is not a cure for anything. It doesn't work like normal medicine. If you are seeing results with somebody, it's a reflection of the body healing itself. This is literally just flipping a switch in the brain and the body starts doing its thing. It's like a firmware upgrade for the brain. But with that being said, I just want to go through some of these headings. So sciatica, brain fog, amazing results within animals, seeing incredible results with people's eyesight and vision improving, um, anything liver related, lung related, kidney related, tinnitus, migraine. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Bone healing. There's things on here that I can't even pronounce. I'll have to go Google it and see what it is. Nerve damage, shingles, that's been sticking its head out since the pandemic, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, Bell's palsy, Parkinson's. As you can see, this list is just ever growing. If you're suffering from something where we don't have a testimony for it, it doesn't mean that it won't work. I still recommend people trying this for 90 days. And it's actually the reason why this list just keeps growing. I think it's now over 155 categories, and there's just more and more testimonies being added. And where my heart's at is you've got somebody close to you in your inner circle that might be suffering from these conditions. And finally, we have hope in the form of a patch. Autism, really big thing. I'm going to tell a little story about one of our friends in America, cystic fibrosis. I mean, I'm still waiting to see what this can't do. How quickly it's going to do it, I can't tell you. Um, but just amazing. Prices. I just want to compare apples with apples. So you buy one sleeve of X39. Let me just fetch it quickly. So this is what the sleeve looks like. You buy a sleeve. There's 30 patches in there. You wear one every day. Now, if we have to compare this to conventional stem cell treatments, I love telling the story of Javi Solis. He's one of our friends in America. So they have gone the conventional stem cell injection route. They've got an autistic son, and they once went twice in 1 year to Mexico. It was over $20,000 a pop. Had very little results with him. And Mark Hernandez got a hold of him. He's like, come, buddy, we've got these patches. Let's see what it can do to your son. He had pretty much the same response as me. He's like, come, I do the real thing in Mexico. It's not doing much. Let's try. They patched the son for 7 days, and he was swinging on the swing for the first time. Was never been able to do that. They were like, could it be the patches? They weren't sure. A month later, he was riding on a Peloton bicycle, never had the brain cognition to do that. It's now a year and a half later, and you wouldn't say he's autistic. He started saying words. Is he still autistic? Definitely. But the improvement on that family dynamic has improved 300%. So if you compare what X39 costs to the conventional way of doing things, it's a drop in the bucket. So there's a retail price for X39, X49, it's $149.95. The other products are $79.95. But why do you want to pay retail if you can pay wholesale for X39, X49? You sign up as a member, you can get it at cost at $99.95. And the other products vary between $49.95 and $69.95. They give you a discount when you buy them in bulk, and I like that. Now, just to touch on some of the enrollment kits, there's 5 of them, and I just want to go through them quickly. So the bronze pack is our entry-level package. That's about $124.95. That's for one sleeve of X39. Actually works out the most expensive because they charge a $25 registration fee once off. Then after your first month, you get them at cost. So I recommend if people want to try this, come in at silver or higher, you start saving some money. So the silver package is 3 months supply of X39. That's for $299.95. They waiver that $25 registration fee, so you immediately get it at cost. The saving on the silver package is about, call it $40, um, because you're also saving on some shipping there. And as you can see, you can swap, you can mix and match sleeves. So how that works is you can swap one X39 for two of any of the other products. And I like that. So that's for one person. If you want to patch more than one person, I recommend looking at gold. Here we start getting free product. So gold is $499.95. That's for 5.5 sleeves. So they're not cutting one of the sleeves of X39 in half, getting 5 sleeves of X39, and you can get a free product of any of the other products to try. That's just shy of, let's call it $100 saving. If you want to patch your whole family, I'll start looking at platinum and diamond. So platinum is $999.95. There you're getting 2 free sleeves of X39. It's about 4,800 Rand saving in dollars, probably like a $250 saving. And the biggest package that we have is the diamond package. That is for 19 sleeves of X39 for 1,599.95. There you're getting 3 free sleeves, and it actually brings the cost price down to about $84 a sleeve before shipping and VAT. And that's about the cheapest that you can get that for. What I like about LifeWave is you can come in at silver and decide that you want more product and upgrade to gold, and you pay the difference, you get the difference in stock. And I recommend people do upgrade through all these packages because you start getting free stock and it starts working out cheaper. Now, just some highlights on the company. The first thing that I asked Chris when he shared this with me is how old is this company? At that stage, it was just over 18 years, and I had this huge sigh of relief. I don't do startup companies. If we look at LifeWave as a company, this company has a triple A rating. Only 3% of the companies in the world achieve that status. And it's got to do with manufacturing, logistics, and the overall sentiment in the community. Are people happy? Are they getting paid? And quite amazing that they have that rating. What does it scream when it says 20-year-old company? It screams stability. This isn't going anywhere. And David Schmidt has a long-term vision. Now, before they released X39, this company had a bunch of products. It was doing about $28 million a year. They released X39 partly during COVID, and this company 10x their turnover in a 2-year period. It's actually more than 10x. What company do you know that 10x their turnover during that time? Last year, we did $420 million turnover for the year, and it's projected to be $1 billion company by 2025. And it's all because of the release of X39. Just that should show you that the company's onto something. Now, we can currently ship this to over 87 countries in the world. So if you have friends and family overseas, you can definitely help them. And what I like about these products, they are patented. Now, I don't know if you know how tough it is to get a patent. Firstly, it takes a long time, and you need to prove what you want to patent. Otherwise, it's fraud. So the patent for X39 took 10 years, and it was a $4.5 million exercise. What this means is nobody can copy us. What X39 does is in a complete class of its own. It has no competition. It's protected by patents. Those patents are still active for 16 years. And again, that just screams stability and opportunity. This isn't a Me Too product. This isn't my vitamin is better than your vitamin. What this does is in a class of its own. Now, I just want to touch on the business side very quickly. Now, for me, the highlight is always X39. This will always be the highlight for me, but it's amazing that we can share this technology with our friends and then not pay for it and then use it for the rest of our lives. And that's my ultimate goal for everybody on this call. I don't want you to ever stop using this. And me personally, I'll never stop using it. Now, what I like about LifeWave, I've looked at many online opportunities, and what makes this different to anything else out there is firstly, the boxes that it ticks. So with LifeWave and X39, we can help people mentally physically, and financially. And I think it's very powerful to tick those three boxes. So what is most important in your life? Family, time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt. When I looked at this, it all screamed at me. And it's amazing that we can monetize this technology and start earning a weekly income. So I'm just going to touch on the two highlights of the compensation plan. There's 4 ways how we earn. The first highlight's definitely the binary structure. Binary means you're building 2 legs. The whole binary structure um, revolves around one principle. You go manager. How do you go manager? You invite 4 of your friends onto this call. You write up 2 on the left, 2 on the right, and you go manager. And we get that to duplicate. What's exciting about the binary structure is unlimited levels deep. There's no limit how deep it can go. They limit you what you can earn based on your rank. Now, the most you can ever earn from the binary is $25,000 a week. I know that sounds like a lot, but I know 4 people in America that's done that in under 2 years. And that's actually what makes the compensation plan sustainable on the binary side. If it was unlimited earnings, the math wouldn't make sense. Now, I know 25K a week sounds like a lot. You can do that a week, a month, a year, or 3 years. It depends on you. The second highlight of the compensation plan is by far the matching bonus. This is unlimited income potential. And it's as simple as, let's say you get a friend that makes $1,000 a week and he's your direct referral. You earn 25% of that, which is $250 a week. Let's say he gets a friend that makes $1,000 a week. The first referral that you sign up will make the 25, which is 250, and you'll make the 20, which is 200. And this is 3 levels, 3 tiers deep. Now, what I like about the matching bonus, it's paid out on a uni-level structure, and that means unlimited width. So the compensation plan is like the best of both worlds, unlimited depth, unlimited width, and very, very exciting and very, very aggressive. But with that being said, I just want to close in showing 2 amazing testimonies that we've seen so far. I mean, there are hundreds of them, but here's a little video of this little doggy called Poplap that was completely paralyzed in its back legs. Just look at that. Not 100% better, like 90% there. Isn't that just amazing? That's just wow. Every time I look at that, I just smile. It's amazing that we can help animals as well. So the next testimony I want to show you is the last one. So it's one thing to help people that you don't know. This is a very close friend of mine. And her mom had a severe stroke in the beginning of May and completely paralyzed on the left side of her body. And they actually didn't film the first week because it was too traumatic. And the moment she started lifting her left arm, they started filming her. And I just want to show you her progress.
Hi, my name is Lindy, and I just wanted to share my family story with my mom having a severe stroke on the 30th of April, 2024. We booked her into hospital, and on the 3rd of May, they gave us devastating news. Mom had a stroke on the right hemisphere of her brain, leaving her paralyzed on the left side. And on the 4th of May, we decided to start patching Mom. And this is our story. So we started taking footage of Mon on the 7th of May. We saw that there's movement in her left arm, and she had incredible movement on her mouth. This is 5 days on the patch, the 8th of May. She's still in hospital. She's reaching higher with her left hand. The arm is lifting so much better. And then we had a bit of quite of a setback. They moved it to the step-down clinic. And we actually didn't tell anybody about the patches in hospital or the doctors. And so we had to be honest with the step-down clinic. And then the doctor said that we can't patch mom until he's looked at everything. So for a couple of days, from the 9th up to the 14th of May, we couldn't patch my mom, but the doctor did come back and he allowed us to continue with the patching. So this was on Mother's Day, the 12th of May. She was still not back on the patch, but she was in the step-down clinic. And this video, she's 2 days back on the patch on the 17th of May in the clinic. And here she is walking with the help, one of the nurses. This was quite a big moment for our family. As you can see, she's smiling and she's improving quite a bit. And it's just incredible. This is 5 days on the patch in the clinic, the 19th of May, and the left side of the face is improving so much. 7 days on the patch, the 21st of May, 2024. She's walking with a walker. And 7 days on the patch, this was the evening visit. And she was so alert and her mouth looked perfect. And she's just showing us all her type of exercises that she's busy doing. We are so grateful. And then this was taken this morning, the 28th of May. She's 14 days on the patch now. And she's just showing that she can walk by herself. They are still not allowing this long distances, but I just wanted some footage to show that the recovery is going very well. And we hope that mom will be out of the step-down clinic very soon. And we are looking forward to a full recovery, but I will keep on going with the updates so that everybody can see the progress. We received a wonderful surprise from the therapist this afternoon. Thank you for watching.
Yes, every time I see that, I just smile from ear to ear. Being able to help people that's had severe strokes like that, and not just anyone, a really, really good friend of mine, it's what drives me. And yes, we can earn from this, and that is amazing. And once you understand how it works, it's quite amazing what they've done. But my driving force behind this is to help people where the doctors can't help. And does it mean that every person that had strokes is going to see such a quick result? Probably not. But if we can have those results that we've had with her mom, with let's say 3 to 6 months, I'll still be happy. So thank you for everybody that's made time to come join me. I don't know if anyone would like to add something or ask anything. I see a bunch of new people on the call. You're more than welcome. But please get back to the person that shared this link with you, and don't wait. This has the potential to change a person's life on every level. And yeah, super excited to see where we're going to be in a year from now. I don't know if anybody would like to add something there. I don't know if you maybe want to just mention something there. Otherwise, we can take this in for a landing. If there's no questions, there's no comments. Don't know. It's very, very quiet after my meeting. Means I must have done a good job there.
You did. I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ingi. It's so great that you unmuted yourself, Moses, before you say anything. So Ingi is my very good friend. She was the second person that I patched. And Ingi, if you can just maybe very quickly tell your story there. She's had incredible results and looking amazing 18 months later.
Okay. Hi there, everybody. I'm glad you're all here to hear about the patches tonight. Wilson came to me and I was praying to die. I was finished. I didn't want to live anymore. My life was unbearable. It was pain from the moment I woke up till the moment I went to sleep every night. And he put a little patch on the back of my neck. 5 minutes later, I was a 5-minute wonder. 5 minutes later, my pain was gone and I was converted. That's it. I've now been on the patches for about 18 months. And from coming from the point in 2022, December, where I couldn't walk, I couldn't drive, I couldn't work, I couldn't focus, I couldn't think, I couldn't talk to people. I became an absolute hermit. I didn't want to know anybody. I didn't have the brain power to listen to anybody speak to me. And this has changed my life. Thank you so much, Wilson.
Oh,
I can't say how it's changed my life, and not only from a health perspective, but also from a financial perspective, because I'm now going up towards my 70s. What the hell would I do? During COVID, I lost my business. What would I do to get an income now? Nobody would hire me, not that I want a job. I've always had my own business, but at this age, I wouldn't want to start up all over again. That would have been so expensive. I used to have a perfume business where I made and sold perfume, and it was a lot of work, let me tell you. To make 50,000 a month, I had to run around and sell 500 bottles of perfume. And at the end of the month, I had to do it all over again if I wanted to earn money the next month. Here, when I got involved, I couldn't afford the patches. And Wilson said to me, tell a couple of your friends they might need it. I did. 11 people signed up. 4 of those people started using the patches regularly. One of them, my bestie, Belinda, who's in KZN, and she had a spinal fusion and a whole lot of things wrong with her. Anyway, the 4 people that started using continued using, and I now have a group of over 350 people, and I'm making 2,000 to 4,000 rand a week without even really doing anything. Now that I'm getting really back into swing, I'm going to start telling everybody about this, because
yeah.
everybody should be on
Iggy,
it.
thank you so much, my friend. You know, like, I don't like hammering on the business side of it, but I'm so grateful that she said something about that, because what we have in this product is groundbreaking. What this can do
Yeah.
for people's health. You know, Ingy had trigeminal neuralgia for 45 years. And when I tell you that
Yeah.
she's not getting attacks anymore, she actually phoned me one day and asked me, I wonder if it wasn't in my head. And I mean, that's how gone it is. Might she still get an attack every once in a while?
Yeah.
Maybe. But I mean, this is my sister. I sat there and I saw her having 8 attacks a
But
day.
you know what? That only happens.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
8 attacks a
I
day,
only have
going
an
from
attack
8
now if I
attacks to
do
nothing.
something silly.
Yeah, yeah. You'll
Mm.
have an attack now, but it's because you picked up something heavy or you didn't think what you were
Yeah.
doing. But I mean, I've known
Yeah.
you for years. To see you smiling the way you are and to see you
I
back in
know.
business and functioning and being positive, it just makes my heart sing. And that is why I'm here. I feel obligated to share with people what we are
Yeah.
doing because I know exactly what it can do for people. Hi, Depo, Moses, I see you guys are on standby there. Thank you so much, Ingy. Thank you for joining the call there, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Ingi, thank you so much for sharing your story. As a matter of fact, this is the reason why we do this. The stuff that comes out of these meetings is simply incredible.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it is done.
Yeah.
Tonight, we have seen the technology. We have seen the results. We have seen how the backaches and bank aches are
Yes.
cured.
Yeah.
What more would you want? Please do a favor. You cannot keep this information to yourself.
Yeah.
Share, share, share.
Yeah.
I would like to thank Wilson once again for a wonderful presentation. And I would like to thank the brand ambassadors who came on board. Thank you so much. But the stars of the show are our guests.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Guys, I see a
Thank you.
question came through, and it's a very good one. What happens when you stop batching? Now, I just want to handle that, and then we can take this in for a landing. So let me say a couple things on this subject. Firstly, what happens if you go to the gym for 6 months and you stop going to the gym? You start regressing. It doesn't mean that you need to wear this for the rest of your life. Me personally, I will never stop wearing it. There's nothing wrong with me, but I want to keep it that way. I'll tell you a story of a friend of mine. His name is Quentin, good buddy of mine. Serious blood pressure issues, like really bad. He used X39 for 30 days, never used it again. It stabilized his blood pressure. It's a year and a half later, his blood pressure is still stabilized. What X39 fix, you bank? I would recommend using this for at least 6 months to a year if you've got any serious issues. And you don't have to wear it for the rest of your life. But the goal with LifeWave was that if you do share this with a couple of your friends, that it will make financial sense to keep wearing them, because you'll start earning from helping people, which is the amazing thing what we're doing here. My very good friend George always says, go make a fortune with this, because the product's good and it will be a reflection on how we've helped people. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. So I hope that answers your question. No, you don't have to use this for the rest of your life. I would recommend just using it for a couple months after it's fixed your specific issue. But the ultimate goal is bring some of your friends to these calls, and then you'll be able to afford to use it for the rest of your life. And that's what I want for all my friends that are consistently here every week. So guys, thank you so much for making some time on a Thursday evening. I hope you guys have a fantastic week further and weekend. And I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Wilson.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.